Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Discover with Dave. Today I'm going to be doing my first Photoshop tutorial. I'm going to try to make it simple and quick. I believe the version I have is CS5 is the Photoshop CS5. Okay, so what I want to do today is I want to show you how to cut out images and either put them onto either cut out characters or people or objects and put it onto either another picture or to put it into a video. Today I'm just going to show you how to cut it out and put it either onto another picture or get started with putting it into a video. So let me give you a quick tutorial here. The first thing is, so now this image here, I've got two boulders, and I just found this awesome website called pixabay.com, and it said it's free to use, no restrictions on it. So I saved a couple of the pictures from here, and let's get started. So on your left, after you've imported the picture into Photoshop, you're going to see tools. Okay, now here is your layers, your menu with the layers. Okay, now here's your tools. You're going to select the quick selection tool. See, it looks kind of like a paintbrush with a dotted thing going around. So you take that, and there's different size you can select. When you're getting more intricate, depending on how perfect. I mean, this is a really simple tutorial, so I'm going to keep it really simple. But you can adjust the size of how big you want the capture area to be. But I'm going to show you. I mean, you can kind of do little adjustments as you're going along. So I'm going to take this one. It's so simple. It just grabs it. You just kind of wave it along. Now I'm using my left. I'm clicking on the mouse on the left button. Now I let go, and then I'm going to do the next object, kind of holding the button down as I'm going over it now to capture some of the shadow. Now let's say, now look at it. I mean, that wasn't even having it super small. I didn't have to follow the edges. I just roughly did it, and look at how it grabbed it. I mean, it was pretty good, so I don't have to make very many adjustments. But let's say that I did too big of an area, okay, and I got to fix it. You're going to hold down the Alt button, and then see how the plus will become a minus, okay? And then I could just kind of click and fix it up, touch it up a little bit, and just follow it. So this way it's not capturing too much. And then if I underdid it, I can pop it back in there a little bit. Okay, so that's pretty good. Okay, so the next thing, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to do Control C. Okay, I'm copying the selected area. Okay, I'm going to copy the selected area, and this is what I find is I mean, there's a million different ways to do this, but for me, this is the quickest, simplest way to do it. Then I'm going to go to Layer, New Layer. Okay, you can name it whatever you want, but I just move on quickly. Say OK. Now that I'm in the new layer, see, it's selecting your new layer. I'm going to do Control V. So now it doesn't look like it, but I just dropped it in there. So if I actually, here you can have it so you can either see or not see a particular layer. So let's go back to the original layer, which is called background layer. And if I make it disappear, you'll see just the top layer. So this is what we captured. So that is just the selected area of those two boulders. Okay. So a couple things. Now the first thing I want to show you is another thing. Sometimes when you want to work with the background, you might have to see it's locked. You could, if you grab the lock, basically again you'll click down on your left button, hold it, drag it down. You can just throw in a garbage can this way if you want to do more stuff with it. But again, I'm taking it off. I don't really need it. Now I also have another image of boulders. Now let's say I wanted to take that first one. Okay, just pull it down so I have room to grab it. I'm going to go to the move tool, okay, I'm going to just, gotta go back to that layer though. I want to go back to that layer, see how it's selected. I'm just going to grab that object and drop it in there. Now let me go back to that image. Let me put this one back up there so it's out of my way. And now I have it here, and I could just like, okay, let's just say I drop it here. Now from here, while I'm in the move tool, I can, you see how at the corner I can kind of angle it a little bit. I can shrink it down, grab it and move it somewhere, put it like, I don't know, like right there. So, and then once you have it in the spot that you want it, you have to hit the check mark to kind of finalize it. Okay, so now if I go back to the original image, you could barely tell that this wasn't from it. Okay, but the whole reason, what I'm actually going to be doing is, and I'll probably have to get more into it in the next video, is I'm going to be saving the image and using it in a video I'm making. I'm making a kid's video, and I need some rocks and things for the path, some plants and rocks, and I'll show you how to do that. So this was just a quick showing you how to get started with it. And like I said, and this is, I do this all the time for people. I've had it where I've taken a Photoshop of people and somebody wasn't there, and I was able to take them and drop it in. When you're doing those though, I like to be really specific and really fine point. So what I'll do a lot of times for that is I will go to zoom in. I'll go to view, zoom in, and I'll zoom in and make sure that like I'm being super specific and getting it really close and not missing anything, and that's what I'll do when I'm doing like people's faces and fine points. But for a simple moving a rock over, it was good enough. And that's about it for this quick tutorial. Hopefully that helped. And please check out the next video where I'm going to be taking the image. I'll show you how to save it so it'll still be transparent background, and we're going to move it into a video that I'll be working with the program Adobe Premiere. So this is Adobe Photoshop right now, and down below I'll be doing Adobe Premiere, making a video, and I'll show you that next. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and see you later.